I kind of made her. We went through it this past year. Yeah, we watched it together.
I know he makes origamis for his girl.
Yeah,
and he's in prison, bro. So that your future's looking bleak.
I literally know. I've been making her origami like leading up to that because I wanted to make her feel more special, and that's why I did that.
Bro, she's not mad because you're not making her origamis. That doesn't make any sense.
Maybe they're not good enough. Maybe you need practice.
She's not like, oh, he doesn't
more precise with the origami.
Okay, listen, you're gonna be fine, bro. You're gonna be fine.
Our love languages were being a little different at the time. I'll just say that. That's just kind of.
You're young, man. This is your first heartbreak, and we all go through it. Okay. Now, some not as intense. Like, I'll admit, I had heartbreak as a young man, but not after off a 6-year relationship. So certainly, my heart is with you. But I know you're gonna be fine. You're gonna do great out there. All right.
We are without our XL Magnum right now.
So wait, if I hit the button, nothing happens?
Nothing will happen.
So here, you guys have never got a shot because it always cuts out.
Well, actually, I take that back. Something might happen. Don't hit it.
Don't hit the button. Yeah. All right.
It won't work properly.
I love slamming that thing, I'll tell you.
Yeah, no, our switching computer is starting to have some consistent issues. We might, not even that, well actually, I was about to say it's not that old.
So die.
Time flies. I think it is like almost 4 years old now.
That happens so
which is
fast.
Scary.
Well, at any rate, we're back. So, Gavin, good luck, and Kara, if you are watching, call.
Yeah. My message to him is that whatever you want to go back to with her, or you want to continue alone. The same thing is true. Work on yourself.
Yeah.
That's
Totally.
going to be the starting point of both ways, anyways.
Yes.
So just work on yourself, and if she one day sees that you've changed enough, she'll
And if not,
come
you're
back.
getting ready for the next one.
Exactly.
You'll be a better person for the next one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There it is, Gavin.
We should be fully back just in another minute here.
Fully back.
Right now we're just limited to
There's
your
no green
camera
screen.
only.
Do you think Moses is watching? Because we're like, oh, let's talk about the Moses thing. And this is a show of force. This is a show of solidarity. Hila's here with me. And usually everyone's like, oh, Hila, she's here in a show of force, a tour de force.
Are we transitioning to talking about that?
I think it's time.
Okay. Are we going to be green screen-less?
We can't. Our preview thing is
No, but I'm watching on YouTube. It's green. The green is greening.
Let's get rid of the green so people can't goof on us. I think it's time.
Okay. Are we going to be green screen-less?
We can't. Our preview thing is
No, but I'm watching on YouTube. It's green. The green is greening.
Let's get rid of the green so people can't goof on us.
Why is the green greening?
It's because we had to switch to Dan's computer temporarily. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, just to set this up, last week I went on a rant against Moses for being I asked him to suck my dick. I did do that, and that request still stands. It's a standing request.
All right, I'm gonna talk about it. So, if you guys remember on the Howie episode, he asked us about it because he was like, I don't like seeing that this family is not talking to each other.
You want me to pull that stamp up so people can see? Or should
sure.
we show what he sent first?
The poster? No, wait. So in that conversation, I feel like for the first time, I put it out there that I'm maybe willing to open that door and like see what could happen. Because for me, it's always been closed. It was like, I need this distance between us and I cannot entertain this relationship. And I was dealing with a lot of frustration over it over the time. It's really annoying. I don't like it, but anyway, I was like, maybe I should think about it, and I was willing to put that out there to see what happens. And then what really hurt me to see, then following after that is that what he chose to send to my mom was the clip of Ethan saying, what if your family member is an asshole? And Howie said, that's fine, then you say, you know what, I love this fucking asshole. Something like that. That's what he said, which, by the way, to me, actually seemed like a really good point. I thought it made a difference for me because that's kind of an interesting way to look at it. Like, yes, let's all just say it. You're an asshole. Let's move on past that. But anyway, I thought it was a good point.
You love this asshole?
There you go. It's a spectrum of assholeness. Either way.
How wide of an asshole are we talking?
I feel like, I guess I can update you guys that some of you guys were worried that maybe we will reconcile and you'll see us reuniting. So don't worry, because it's clearly not gonna happen. It's done. It's not gonna happen, and I got my answer because I put it out there and I was waiting to see which way the wind will go, and it went in a very direct way to shutting it all off, and that's the end of it.
Let me show the original clip and then what he sent, because I want you guys to see what a snake he is. Because anyone who's left defending him, which I know there are some people in the Trisha fandom who are, let me just show you what a snake this dude is.
I did. I watched the poker thing, and then I saw Tana trying to...
By the way, it's like every time someone asks me about them, you can't send it to like, and say they won't stop talking about me. Like, we do a live show, so I can't be like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I'm gonna answer it. I'm an upfront guy.
And I've explained that.
And I'm sure people ask them all the fucking time.
I've explained that to them, I explained it to everybody, and so the fact that after this, which to me was opening the door, after this he still chose to do that, that was just like, honestly, a slap in the face. I don't know how to call it.
I was amazed, just, by the way, I have to say.
The door is shut close.
When you had said you wouldn't consider it, I was like, what?
I honestly don't even, as I was saying it, I wasn't even sure if I'm really ready for it, but it's been exhausting, and so I was like, I don't know. Maybe I need to reconsider everything. I don't know.
So
I honestly don't know, but
first of all,
I know now.
Totality.
Get you to do frenemies again.
Oh.
And that's why and maybe you don't want me to bring it up, and you can tell me to stop it.
That's why you asked us.
That's why I asked. I said not only hopefully there's a frenemies reboot, but I'm very concerned that you don't talk to your brother. That's very important to me. I think as
I love how important it is to Moses or to Howie that you and your brother talk.
We can't hate each other. The world is hating us as it is.
True. You gotta keep it tight.
Oh my gosh.
That's so fast on the Haga and the shout out. And Howie was taken aback. You gotta keep it tight.
It's awful in here. But but I don't know if I'm overstepping my bounds.
No, you're not.
And in telling, I just think that, hey, listen, you don't have to be best friends.
The family together, there was a chance here for sure.
So I'm gonna get to the point real fast of what he said.
Both involved in it. We need an outsider.
When I first met you, I met you in Malibu. I started talking about it. People got mad at me. Your audience got mad at me because I said to Ethan, you don't talk to your sister-in-law, and you don't talk to your family.
The part where he says
you should click on the other one.
Okay, so anyway, we had a long conversation.
And we go on and off topic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, just to give you ideas of the tenor, the tone of the conversation there. So from that, which is mostly Howie saying get back together, and Eve being like, you know what, I'm actually open to it for the first time ever. Here's the TikTok that Moses sent his mom. People go, oh, he has a right to confide in his mom. Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, this is not confiding. This is manipulating.
This is the clip he sends her.
That is family.
What if your family member's just a giant fucking asshole?
You could say that, but I love this giant fucking asshole that happens to be my brother.
Howie.
Wow. This is what he heard.
So he goes, they're obsessed. He called me a fucking asshole. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
And so this little fucking rat tried to spin it, but like actually it was taken in totality, such an fat fucking obvious little bitch made move. Sorry, but it is.
So there is the final update on the saga. It is the end. It is the end. I feel like this time it was so clear. It was like as clear as daylight.
And you know what? This was an interesting thing
I
too.
said it. I put in the opening for it, and he chose to focus on the asshole.
Yeah.
He chose to focus on that and send that to my mom, and to me that says everything I needed to know.
And the reason that I'm talking about it publicly like this is because he does all this to try to control me, and I want to talk directly to him and say, you will never fucking decide what I can and cannot do.
No, that's it.
No power over me, and I don't owe anybody anything. You know what I'm saying?
Same for me. I've been avoiding talking about it, trying to keep it as you know, whatever it is. I don't even know what the word, but I've been trying, and I'm just done.
Yeah. You know what's funny too is like, we don't police everything they put out. I don't care if they say anything about me. Like, imagine if every time they said something mean about us, I would send it to your mom and be like, hey, you gotta do something about this.
It's absolutely crazy. And he knows.
Everything was like a fever dream these days. I'm like, what?
I know. It's actually so weird.
Which I'm like, this sounds like, again, Avengers somehow.
Dubious.
And again, just say what you fucking want to say.
Yeah,
but,
just say
don't be a coward like, oh, you're better.
Just say it.
Which is worse, the event we talked about before, the Avengers, is that, what do you call them?
Avengers from Hell?
Avengers from Hell, or this group? Like, what would they be called?
Bro, just say League of Villains, bro. Avengers from Hell. Don't you know anything about superheroes? Idiot. Cringe.
Avengers from Hell, the original. Which one is worse? Which one is the worst group of the...
I think this one has, like, real, like, crimes, allegedly.
I think the Avengers from Hell has
sequel or the prequel?
Yeah, the sequel or the prequel.
This one is the original, right?
Right.
Yeah,
that's the original. Yeah. But the sequel definitely has, like, one of the table with a little bit of original.
True.
So, I'm like, okay, well, they do this too, and I don't fucking, like, pay attention or care or send it. Also, people have, fuck it. All these Trisha stands have been riding me, all these people have been riding me, being like, look how he disrespects his crew. You want to see what actual crew disrespect looks like? Let's take a walk through memory lane of a conversation I had with Trisha, a private conversation that she posted. She posted this fucking conversation online. I was never gonna make this public. She goes, regarding tomorrow, I think that's what I said. Regarding tomorrow, let's take the time off. Crew's kind of upset about how things played out, and I don't blame them. We trashed them kind of badly. They work really hard on the show. I believe this is off the tail of when Sam put together the... What was it, like a...
Man, how long ago is it been now?
Yeah, it was like a question segment.
Was it like 4 years?
It's better if I'm not part of it. I don't vibe with them. I didn't ask them to be involved. They've all been nasty as hell to me. AB downplaying my shit. Dan calling me an idiot before I came on. I said they have not been nasty to you, Trisha. That's ridiculous. Which is true. We were all so gracious and welcoming and nice. Ethan, I'm done. You said their work is trash. I didn't. But if I'm being honest, it is. Sam, for example, made the entire question advice segment, spent a lot of time going through questions. AB didn't do proper research, she said. And you were like, this is horrible and a stupid idea. He summarized my video wrong. You didn't ask me. I read the comments now. Try to find employees who are all perfect all the time. It doesn't exist. And there's things you tell me are dumb. That is why I don't want Sam there. She's going to be too sensitive. I didn't know. So she's saying their work is trash, and she demands Sam is never on set with her. So I'm just saying, like, this is fucking gross, disgusting freak shit. And, you know, I just want to say, I want to put it out there. If y'all want to fucking criticize me for being Trisha stans, then let's relitigate.
Also, if anybody wonders if I had tried to say that directly about this whole thing of going to our mom, I did. We talked like the last time, which was kind of recent, when he sent my mom something else out of context. I finally called him after a long time, just yelled at him, so I hung up because that wasn't going well. But then we chatted for like an hour after that, and the whole conversation of me and him talking was just stop involving our mom in this internet drama that she does not understand and doesn't need to understand.
Yeah.
So he still did not take that information and do anything with it. So I guess I have to say things publicly, you know, for him to understand it.
Also, a little special mention to this little rat, Adam McIntyre. Fuck this dude, by the way. We play this. I'll tell you guys why. Alright. Cut that off.
Again, Ethan only misses Trisha because Trisha is incredibly popular right now and her podcast is doing great.
You dumb, silly fuck. First of all, listen, I'm not here to brag. My podcast is still way more popular. Okay? Just numbers wise, let's just fucking say it. Okay? Dummy. You're the one that called Trisha a spawn from Satan. If you want to talk about who's dick riding Trisha because she's popular, look in the fucking mirror, you little douchebag. And by the way, this kid, I disengaged from this kid when he was creeping on my mom. That's right. Have I said this? This fucking little weirdo was chatting up my mom privately, one-on-one, trying to become her best friend. They were chatting, calling, texting and shit. And then when he come into LA, he was gonna meet up with her one-on-one. And I didn't know anything about this. And then when my mom told me, I was like, that's fucking weird as shit. So this little freak was trying to weasel his way into a friendship with my mom. I found that very bizarre and very off-putting. And that's why I was like, I'm so out on Adam. Like, what's wrong with you, dude? And I can totally see why.
I'm so glad she told us about it, by the way, ahead of time, because
my mom's
she's
sweet,
way too naive. Way too naive.
Who knows what my mom tells him? She's so sweet.
She will like post on Instagram, hey, I'm right here at this Ralph's at this address.
Yeah.
Like, she's very naive.
Yeah. So it's like, it's just so ridiculous. I just found that super gross. And also, this accusation really pissed me off. Like, it's just such bullshit.
Trisha is incredibly popular right now, and her podcast is doing great.
No,
why the fuck do I care?
Ethan is allowed to miss what was a really great, entertaining show. So I think there's a lot of complicated emotions when it comes to that.
By the way, again, she's doing great. And honestly, if you go back, I've been cheerleading her since the minute she made her podcast. I was saying, she's super funny, she's a great entertainer. If you guys like Trisha, you should go watch it.
Right, I remember that.
I've been saying that consistently, okay? And then, you know, like, let's just say, I mean, listen, my podcast is a lot more popular. And that's just what it is, bro, okay? So don't put that fucking shit on me, you douchebag. Talk about yourself. And I've never complained about her show doing well. I'm happy for her. I've always said that.
That's it. My opinion of this, I think it's embarrassing. On Ethan's behalf.
I think it's embarrassing to like stalk my mom and try to become her best friend. Fucking freak. How about that for embarrassing?
That's the real embarrassment.
Little douche. God, I hate him. He weirded me out. Like genuinely, I've never had somebody try to do that before.
Sam, I think Ethan's in the wrong. I think it's embarrassing. I think it's cringy. I think there's a double standard going on here. I think it's unnecessary. And I think a lot of people have been reacting to this as I'm talking shit about Trisha and Moses, and I'm like,
what is he reacting to?
Did we watch the same clip?
Bitch, did you live the same? You were there all during front of me.
What clip is he reacting
to? Just me talking about Moses last one.
That last one?
Yeah, just the last one.
Got it. What's embarrassing?
You called her the spawn of Satan. You know about all the stuff about Moses, all the stuff about Trisha, but now you're dick riding Trisha because her podcast is more popular. Did I mention that she's smart for ghosting you when you tried to visit her those few times? That was smart. she did the right thing for sure.
Yeah, how you brought it up.
And by the way, just because you're dick riding her now, or clip riding her, does that work?
Gross.
It's a gross image.
Yeah.
Just because you're clip riding her now, Adam, she's still gonna ghost your ass. So don't like, you know what I mean? Oh, maybe I can get on the Trish podcast. Nah, she doesn't want to. She ghosted you then, she'll ghost you now.
But Ethan, as always, had to end it. You won't see Trisha or Moses respond to this, but I'm sure Ethan will make another.
He's actually dick riding them.
What
They would never respond to this. Okay.
Couple of videos.
Anyway, whatever. The point is I hate these little fuckers that talk shit like this who've been like, all of a sudden, they forget, everyone has amnesia, they forget. Did I have to go in on Adam? No. Did I want to because I'm just fucking pissed off? Yes. So, shut up, bitch. Go text more moms and try to be best friends with people's moms, weirdo. Are you in touch with Trisha's mom yet, I wonder? Trying to get that 5%?
That would be 10%.
Through the mama?
Yeah.
Yeah, Trisha, I say this as a fig branch, an olive branch. Ask your mom if Adam McIntyre has been messaging her, just to make sure. Just to be sure, that's it.
He takes that 5%.
That's all I'll say. Oh, here, this comment is good. Adam McIntyre is self-reporting. Adam used to praise H3 and trash talk Trisha. Adam once said, Trisha's baby was the spawn of Satan. But the minute Trisha's podcast began... Is she here?
For real? I'm here.
Absolutely. We're closing the... We're closing the seance.
Okay, let's do it.
We are shutting the portal.
Order the family